Hello, students. I hope everybody is healthy and fine. Today's topic is Dust of Snow, CBSE Class 10th, written by Robert Frost. Before studying any of the lesson, poem, or prose, or anything, we should be aware about the poet. Robert Frost is a very renowned American poet, and he has won Pulitzer Prize as well. Pulitzer Prize is a very honor. It's an honorable prize given to the poets, very good and famous poets. It's an honor if anyone is being honored by Pulitzer Prize. Okay, let's start up with the poem. Dust of Snow. Basically, poet has expressed his experience in a form of the poetry. He says that it's a winter setup. Okay, it's a winter day, a snowy day. Everywhere it's snow all around, on the treetops, on the ground, everywhere. And he is depressed. He's standing under a tree, which is a hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is usually a poisonous tree. Okay, so he is standing under the hemlock tree. He's very depressed, very sad. His mood is not good. Suddenly, what happens? There comes a crow, and the crow sat on the tree. After a while, the crow flew back, but when it flew back, there was a jerk on the branch on which the crow was sitting. When it took a fly, there was a jerk on the branch. And with that jerk, by the shaking of that branch, the snow that was there on the top of that branch, it fell on the poet. And then he says that he experienced entirely a new thing, a new feeling. He was very sad. But this dust of snow, the little dust of the snow that has fallen on him, it has changed his mood. He was very, very sad before, he was distressed. But then now, the falling of the dust of snow has changed his mood. And then he realized that what I was doing, God has blessed me with a new day, with a good life. And what I was doing, I was wasting it, I was ruining it by being sad. And he was not normally sad, he was very sad, so distressed. He was so disturbed that he might have ended up doing something which he shouldn't. So he was very sad, and he says that this little thing, just a dust of snow, had made a big difference now in my life. It has changed my mood. What the poet is trying to tell us through this, it's a very short poem, just 8 lines poem. And for your knowledge, 8 lines poem is known as octave. There are many forms of poetries, right? Like 14 lines of poem is a sonnet and so on. So 8 lines of poem is known as an octave. So in this octave, he is telling us that a single thing in your life, just a small thing, can make a huge difference. See, children, when you are very sad, you don't want to talk to anyone, you are sitting in your room. The reason can be anything. Like the reason can be a fight with your best friend, a fight with your sister or brother, or anything, anything. And you don't feel like talking to anyone. But then all of a sudden, you listen to a music. Maybe you're scrolling your phone. These days, everyone is so techno savvy. Everyone have social media accounts. Maybe you're just scrolling the Instagram or Facebook or anything, and you come across a very beautiful song, or anything. It can be anything. Like what makes me happy is short films or short clippings, videos on the animals, on dogs. There are so many that are there on Facebook. So it gives a smile on your face, and then your mood changes when you watch something, you listen some music, anything that gives a pleasant feeling to you. Your mood changes. Earlier you were very sad. Now you're not that sad. Maybe you are very chirpy, or you are just okay, right? So similar thing happened with the poet, and the poet says that a little thing in the life can make a huge difference. That's why, children, when anyone gives you a piece of advice, value it. You may never know that which piece of advice, little of the advices, will be so beneficial for you, right? Okay, fine. So now I insist whosoever is watching this video, maybe your exams are coming near, your board exams, or you're just preparing for your tests, school tests, or anything, and you're watching my video. So I insist you, please uh, open up your book, and now I will be reading the poem line by line. I request you to take a pencil in your hand so that you can just write the explanation next to the lines or the meanings. Okay, so here we start. I started with my book. The Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Now, what the poet says that the way the crow came over there on the hemlock tree, the way it shook the tree, and the dust of snow, it fell on me from the tree. Fine. Second stanza. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Okay, so he says that the crow, it came, the way it came, and it sat on the tree. It shook the tree, and the dust of snow fell on me. When it fell on me, the second stanza in the poem is the result of what happened when the dust of snow fell on him. And he says that in return, its reaction was that it gave a very pleasant feeling to my heart. It changed my mood. And not only my mood, what are the last two lines telling us? And saved some part of a day I had ruined. He says that I was about to ruin the rest of the day. I've already wasted the half of the day because I was so sad. I didn't cherish that God has given me a new day, a blessing. Fine. But then after this, he realizes that I was wasting it. And now the dust of snow that actually fell on me and changed my mood. It has not only changed my mood, it has saved the rest of my day also. So, the central idea of the poem that the poet wants to tell us is that anything in life, the little, even the smallest of the thing in the life, can make a huge difference to us. कोई भी छोटी सी चीज हमारी लाइफ में, किसी की एडवाइस या हमारी स्माइल किसी के लिए, maybe somebody is very sad, very depressed, and if you just give a simple smile to the person, you may never know what difference will it create in that person's life. So this was a short and sweet poem written by Robert Frost with a deep message. I hope you liked the video, you understood the content. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And take care.